Hi guys, good morning. It is Monday and I am giving you guys a few tips for meal prepping. I think you all enjoyed the last video I did with walking you through some of my meal prep things for the week. And honestly, the meal prep saves my life for the rest of the week when I get really crazy busy. Meal prepping is just, it really does keep me, it keeps me in check through the week. So I want to show you guys a few things that I'm doing today to save me time later on this week and to kind of some shortcuts along the way. So the first thing I want to show you is what I'm doing for dinner tonight, and it's actually something that I prepped a couple of days ago and just threw in the crock pot. Having one crock pot meal throughout the week definitely saves you a lot of time, and they're typically pretty cheap and easy to make and easy to throw together. So I'm going to show you what I'm making tonight in the crock pot. I'm going to walk you through how I chop my potatoes ahead of time and how I store them. A couple things that I'm going to have throughout this week that I'm going to go ahead and get set up for today. But first, let me just remind you guys, in case you are a new follower of mine, my name is Lauren Mattingly. I'm a certified faster way to fat loss coach. I have a degree in nutrition, and it's my main goal is to educate and empower women, especially busy moms like myself. For instance, my little guy is over there in the floor playing. So I want to educate you guys on how to lead a healthier lifestyle, a sustainable one that you can, live long term, to make you the happiest, healthiest version of yourself, and also to hopefully help make your family healthier as well. So I do have a round of the faster way to fat loss, which is how I educate and empower women to make these sustainable lifestyle changes. I have another round starting on November 4th. We are going to go through the holidays together and set you up for success as we enter the busy holiday season, where there are parties and different events that are going to possibly derail you. But together we are going to be super successful through the holidays. I will help you prevent that holiday weight gain and actually make progress towards your goals as we go along, just by simply utilizing a few strategies that we implement in the faster way and just knowing how to manage the holidays. So we're going to do that together. If you are interested in registering, I'll put the link in the comments below. I'm going to keep this round pretty small because I want to be able to enjoy the holidays with my family. So I'm going to take limited people through these holiday rounds that I do, and I want you guys to have the opportunity to join me. So register, and you will get immediate access to the portal and all of the information, so you can kind of start looking ahead and getting prepared and get a jump start on those goals. So let's get back to the meal prep. First of all, I have water boiling on the stove. I'm going to do hard-boiled eggs. Hard-boiled eggs are a lifesaver for me, even, throughout the week, but especially on low-carb days. They are packed full of protein and also have a good amount of fat. So I'm going to always, on Mondays, I'm going to do about 6 hard-boiled eggs. Put those in boiling water for approximately 8 minutes, and they come out perfect. I like them just a tad bit, not runny on the inside, but not quite all the way done. So I'm going to do that real quickly. I'm going to throw those in the boiling water. Okay, so I set my timer for 8 minutes. We're going to do, while we're letting those boil, I'm going to move on to the next thing. But when they are done, I'm going to put them in a cold water bath to stop the cooking process. Hard-boiled eggs are a fantastic just snack, on-the-go snack. Pack those in your lunchbox and just eat them with some everything but the bagel seasoning. Put them on salads. Put them in your tuna or your chicken salad, whatever it is, to add some more protein and fat to your day. Those are a great way to do that. So hard-boiled eggs. But I want to show you too what I'm doing for dinner tonight, and that is in the crock pot, like I mentioned. So I've got my crock pot here, and what I did was I went ahead, and this is my tip for you. Go ahead and prepare your crock pot with your meal ahead of time. So on your day that you're doing your meal prep, if you do meal prep, go ahead, chop up your vegetables or put your meat in, whatever. Get your meal in the crock pot and then put it in the refrigerator until you are ready to cook it. So I have a pot roast in here that I prepped a couple days ago, and now I have it plugged in and it's going to be ready to eat tonight. But I had that in the refrigerator for the last couple of days just because I had some time to meal prep a couple of days ago. Went ahead and got that in the crock pot. Now this morning all I had to do was literally take it out of the refrigerator and plug it in. So tonight we're having a pot roast. I've got potatoes and carrots in the roast in there, onions, and I will just see how my day goes depending on whether or not I have enough carbs left for the day. Since it's low carb day for me, I may not eat the potatoes, but otherwise that is what we're having for supper tonight. So I'm going to plug that back in so I don't forget. Okay, so we've got the meal for tonight ready to go. I'm going to prep for tomorrow night's meal. We are going to have chicken fajitas, and it's a one-pan meal. So what I'm going to do to prepare for that is I'm going to chop up all my vegetables, and I'm going to slice my chicken, and then I'm going to throw it in a baggie. Throw it in a Ziploc baggie with the olive oil and the seasonings. Shake that up really good and throw it in the refrigerator. So tomorrow night when it's time to eat, when it's time to cook the meal, all I have to do is get it out of the refrigerator, throw it on a sheet pan, and put it in the oven, and that meal is done. So I'm going to chop up all of my vegetables. I've got some peppers and some onions, and then I have my chicken I'm going to slice up. So that will be my meal for tomorrow night. Next on the docket is I'm going to slice up some potatoes. This is going to be for, I'm going to do another one sheet pan meal. Later on this week, it's going to be a shrimp boil. So I'm going to have shrimp, corn on the cob, red potatoes, onions. I'm going to go ahead. This is my trick for you here. There's not much prep required for those sheet pan meals, but here's one thing you can do in advance that will save you a little bit of time whenever you're throwing that all together. Go ahead and chop up your potatoes, and you're probably going to say, well, they're going to get brown. What you need to do is you just need to add them to a bowl of water. So I'm going to chop up my potatoes, put them in this bowl of water, and store them in the refrigerator, and they won't brown. So that is my one tip for you for the potatoes. And then to chop up my potatoes, this is just a simple way that I've found to do it. I just slice it right down the middle, turn it over on its side so that it is secure, and then I slice it depending on how big it is. Slice it one way, and then I flip it over and I slice it again. So then it makes the little cubes. So that makes it pretty quick and easy for me to slice up potatoes really quickly. And I'm just going to throw all of those in the water and save those for my shrimp boil. And then I'm also going to do rosemary chicken. This is another one pan or one dish meal. It's rosemary chicken with red potatoes. I'm going to serve that with some green beans. So again, I'm going to have all of my potatoes chopped up for both of those meals. So that is another time-saving tip for you. So I'll continue to do that when we are done here. I'm going to slice up all of my peppers and throw those in the baggie for the meal tomorrow night. And then I have one more thing to share with you, and that's overnight oats, which is something that I will have on my regular macro days, but I'm going to go ahead and put those together. I use gluten-free oats. This is something that I just find at Kroger. This is Bob's red meal. So it's oats, 1 cup of oats. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these in 2 Tupperware containers. You can do mason jars if you want to. Makes them look pretty that way. But 1 cup of oats in those containers. So just throw that in there. And 1 cup of almond milk in each of those. I'm going to put a tablespoon of chia seeds, which is great for adding fiber. It has 8 grams of fiber in 2 tablespoons, so you could do 1 to 2 tablespoons, however you like it. And then just stir that up and put the lid on it, store it in your refrigerator. So then whenever you go to eat it, you can leave these in your refrigerator for like 8 hours or overnight. In my case, it's usually a couple nights, which usually works out fine. But when you are ready to eat them, you can add protein by adding in some collagen peptides, which I love and I add to everything just to give me a boost of protein. 2 scoops is going to give you 18 grams of protein. So I'm going to throw that in there when it comes time to eat it. I am going to throw in some almond butter. So a tablespoon of almond butter in my oats, and then I'm going to top it with whatever fruit. So typically I like blueberries. I'm going to throw a banana, apples, whatever I have on hand, I'll throw in there. So that is done. And my eggs are done. So hard-boiled eggs are finished. I'm just going to throw those in the sink and let those cool off with some water. And then that is it. So that'll get me, let's see. We are prepped for a sheet pan meal of what am I cooking? I already forgot. Shrimp boil. I'm going to have my potatoes cut up for my rosemary chicken and potatoes meal, and then I'm just going to cook some green beans with that. I'm going to slice up all of my veggies and my chicken and have that ready to go for tomorrow night's fajitas. We've got the crock pot meal going for tonight's meal for the pot roast, and we have hard-boiled eggs as a snack, and then we have 2 prepped overnight oats, and it literally took me like less than 10 minutes. So there you have it. Just a couple really quick time-saving tips for you to get you set up for success this week. I hope this was helpful. If you found it helpful, please feel free to share. Click on that share button for me and share that with your friends and family so that they can get ready for this week as well. If you want to see more of these types of videos and tips and tricks on meal prepping, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me in the comments what you want to see more of, and I'd be happy to do more of those things for you. Again, join us on November 4th for the next round of the Faster Way to Fat Loss, and let's go into the holidays feeling our best, looking our best, and feeling confident that we can make progress towards our goals instead of backsliding or gaining that dreaded holiday 10 to 15 pounds that we typically pack on through the holidays. So just remember that it's not about the actual holidays. You know, we have October 31st is Halloween, and we have Thanksgiving in November, and we have Christmas in December, but it's not about those days. That's not what we really need to focus on. It's all of the days in between. So we want to focus on how to stay on track through the holidays by managing those holiday meals and gatherings, and knowing how to, pick up the pieces in between. So I hope that you will join me, and I hope you enjoyed this quick meal prep session we have going on, and I will finish all this up, share that with you all later. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and happy Monday to you. I'll see you guys later. Bye.